Hey, welcome back, everybody, to Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Charger football as we rejoin the action in the second quarter. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 16. Rivers. He completes it to Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll run here with Edwards. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Throwing, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 3rd and goal for Rivers. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Ready? 52. Check tight. Check tight. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Tackles.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down. Rivers now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. Complete. It's Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He's got Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Bullock's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit, but first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started out in Denver, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they trail the visiting Colts as that one's gone to the intermission. T.Y. Hilton, a touchdown catch in that first half. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Jamison Crowder, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, it's the veteran Phillip Rivers, who's up to his old tricks. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Rivers. Then caught by Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Not today.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
On the draw, here's Jackson. And some strong running. And some room to work. Touchdown, L.A. Justin Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Nice run for the score. He also had some help in getting to the end zone.
Plenty of help. Everyone had it figured out. Get someone blocked up, give the runner a chance to use his vision and get to the end zone. Couldn't have been drawn up any better.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Let's go now. 56 yard long. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
On second down, Jacobs. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Rock 57. Coming to you, coming to you.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Jackson's going to try the sneak. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And maybe he exposed the ball a little too much there on the sneak. They wind up jarring it loose. They go all the way in for the score on the other side.
But when you take the ball into a pile of bodies, that mass, anything can happen. Even if you're trying to protect it well, sometimes it pops free, and you're exactly right. Big scrum, and then someone emerged and went the other way.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now the backup Kaiser to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
Hey, motion.
To throw again. Kaiser. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Check 37. Check. Hey, let's go.
Looking to throw. Keeps himself upright. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. On the draw is Edwards. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Rivers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
390. Check. Wild Bill.
From the red zone now, Rivers. This is caught. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A fourth touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
And now here come the Raiders. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Desmond King picks it, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Know your job.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will extend this big lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go, Bucks.
The Raider offense now make. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll sink now to 0-4, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.